Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's video. So, I posted over on IG a look that I did with primarily these new CoverGirl clean color quads. I actually called it Cloud, but if you can see, they have little clouds embossed on them. And I asked you guys, did you want to see it? And at the time, 73% said yes. The rest said no. Or no, that was a different poll. Scratch that. Yes, you guys all said you wanted to see a look on this. So I'm going to swatch these really quick so you can see what. That's them on the hand. And believe you me, they do not look good swatched at all. Not for the price point that they are. However, spoiler alert, they're beautiful. And in yesterday's video, I also pulled a shade or two out of Give It To Me Straight, because this one only has one matte. And so I kind of wanted to build up the browns. So I kind of went in, with a little bit of these lighter browns to kind of blend that crease. So, and I'll go ahead, show you what I used, apply this so we can get to the eyes. And I didn't use the drugstore primer. I used this, but for my foundation, I used the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy, and I used the shade Soft Beige. For concealer, I want to say I used Incognito and put a little bit of Shape Tape on it. But I think I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. Which one is this one? The Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is actually one that I gave to my daughter, and she is down visiting. We're going to get her on the channel. So I think I'm going to use that. For bronzer, I'll be using the Flower Beauty Setting Powder Halo Glow. Blush, you guessed it, Believe Dollface. And this Flower Beauty in the shade Gleam liquid or cream highlighter. And I may need to go over it with some of this, which is the Essence highlighter. And I got this in a Temu haul, so I actually may use this as my under eye powder and the Halo Glow everywhere else. So I'm going to start with foundation, concealer, do all that good stuff, and I will wait to set my eyes with this so we can all see how that goes. So I will be right back. Okay, we're back. I have my base on. I have not powdered. So what I'm going to do is use this that I got from Temu to set my under eyes. And I'm going to do that with this triangle. I'm going to use the clean side. It's clean. And of course, the other side is not. It's my regular powder. So I'm going to swirl in here. And it is pink. So let me Make sure everything is tapped out good. So this is a before, and I like to take my powder all the way to the end, because if there's going to be a disconnect, that's where I want it to be. Because I can always put a highlighter there. Or take my foundation brush or sponge. And I can also take this powder and cut, but I'm not going to. We're going to leave this up here for a little while before I powder the rest of my face. So, to this palette, the first color, the only color, is this matte. I'm sorry, this is in the quad shimmering beige. Yep. That's what it looks like. And this is what it looks like up close. Absolutely beautiful, stunning shades. But I want to go in not quite as heavy on the transition. So I'm going to pick up, you guessed it, and I'm going to go in with this shade, which is Downright. And this is out of the Give It To Me Straight. I think that's what I said it was. Yeah, Give It To Me Straight. And I'm just going to sweep this over the lids to hopefully give ourselves a softer lid to blend shadows on. Doesn't take much, but I wanted a transition there, you know. I didn't want just one matte and 3 shimmers. I think these little palettes would have done more and been worth a lot more, or been worth the money that they're charging now, if they had put 3 shimmers and 3 mattes. You know, your transition may be a mid-tone and then a deepening shade. And I think you could have made a lot of looks with that. But for $15, which I got mine through my CVS points, so that's what I did. But it was $14.99. I mean, come on, that's crazy. Now, I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of this shade right here before I go in with that deep dark shade. And this is in the shade Truth Hurts. I was just listening to Lizzo this morning, and I'm just kind of tapping it on right there over that crease. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel and come up with a completely, totally different eye look. I mean, there's only so many you can make with 4 shades. But I did want to get something laid down to give me some depth. So I'm done with this palette. Now I'm going into this palette, and I'm going to pick up this shade right here, which is the darkest matte, which is the only matte. And it's going to kind of place that. And I'm just tapping at this point. And you don't have to use that ColourPop palette. That happened to be on my desk. You know, you can, if you want more matte shades, you can grab any neutral palette, singles, you know, whatever you need to achieve it. And now I'm just taking what was left on the brush and just getting my whole lid. And as I'm doing my eyes, I'm going in circles. A lot of people do the windshield wiper. I do the circles for the most part. Okay. Now for these pretty, pretty shimmers. I used my finger on them. And I'm going for this look. I'm going with these two shades. These two shades. And first up, I don't think these have names on them. And I'm just using my finger for this. And once I get to where all that darkness was, I'm very lightly tapping, knowing that I'm probably going to have to go over it. Okay, now I'm going to take that same brush with that deepest shade and pull back a little bit so I can still get that deepness. But it's kind of mixed in with the shimmer. And then, while this is beautiful in and of itself, I'm going to top it with a little bit of this. And I'm just taking my ring finger and getting just a little bit up there and very, very lightly tapping it. And I'm kind of stopping it where the two color, where the matte and that first shimmer meet. And if you find out, oh, I got more on this side than that side, I mean, it's a quick fix. It really is. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take a brush now and actually dip in more of that deeper shade. Just because I want to reinforce it. And then whatever's on the brush, I'm just going to run a little bit on my lower lash line. I'm going to take a brush now and brush this under eye makeaway. And once the bake away is gone, then I can see how the rest of the face feels. Can you see the difference in the before and then after with that pink powder, how it just brightened everything up? But I am going to take my big fluffy brush and go over my whole face because I just am. Aha, fluffy brush was hiding from me. So as usual, I get a capful, and you can certainly do this with a puff. I personally like to use a brush, and I typically like to start at my jawline so nothing transfers. Then I'll come up here and do this. And this is the e.l.f. Halo Glow, and it is such a beautiful, beautiful highlighter. And y'all know what I did forget? I forgot highlighter. So, the beauty of this highlighter is it does go on top of powders pretty good. And let's blend that in. And I always typically try to smile as I'm blending it in, because I typically put too much, but that's okay. You can never have too much highlighter. Never let anybody tell you you can. Now, you can leave it like that. Perfectly fine. You can see the highlighter. But because I'm extra, I want to put a little bit of powder on it. The Essence highlighter. This is in the shade Staggering, 03 Staggering. I do not like this as much as I like the original nude from Essence. This is a super powdery highlighter, but you know, I can just, it has that pink tone like that Flower Beauty has. So, and I've kind of already set my face, so I'm just kind of using this as setting my highlighter. And I'm going to use this as my inner corner. Now we are going to spray the face and then move on to lips. I think this pump is broken too, y'all. Yeah, I feel very splotchy. So I'm just going to take my sponge and kind of touch everything over. And finally, for lips, and let me set my brows. My brows, I actually used Revlon, as well as the e.l.f. wax. And then this came in a subscription box, so I don't really know if it's drugstore or not. I think it's called Queen Beauty. I don't know. It's just a clear brow gel, and it's the one I had sitting right on top. Easy access. And let's curl my lashes. And for lipstick, I'm going in with, what is this? Sweet Tea from Morphe. And for lipstick, I am pulling out this Glow Paradise Hydrating Lip in 200, and this is in the shade Mulberry Bliss. So we're going to see what this Mulberry Bliss looks on this super cool look. I think it looks right good. This is the completed look. The only thing I did different in the original picture and this is I forgot, for eye primer, I used this, which is e.l.f.'s. This one is my favorite, and I thought this was going to be my not favorite, but it's that shade right there, and it's called Magnetic Pull. And I had put this all over just the mobile lid when I did the first look, and I forgot it this time, but I think the look still came out similar. I just basically used this as eyeshadow primer. So anyway, I hope you like this video. I hope you realize I didn't blend out my nose highlight. There we go. Okay, guys, be beautiful, be blessed. Please give this video a like, a share. I hope you subscribe to my channel. Again, be beautiful, be kind, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.